spiritual 2x4 number 3. I find this one to be less of a spiritual 2x4 until you think you've mastered self-love on some level, and until you think you've overcome those seeds of a lack of self-worth or self-confidence or self-love or even self-trust. Spiritual 2x4 for this one feels like, I feel like if you're not in a space of self-love, and that's pretty loud. And then it's not so much that the spiritual 2x4 happens, it's just more that there's some work and support and guidance that could be helpful to navigate your way toward self-love. I find the spiritual 2x4 in self-love to come in when we feel like we've got it, like we've learned how to take care of ourselves. We've come to a place of acceptance in that we are loved and we do love ourselves and we are worthy and all of those things, right? But then all of a sudden, something will happen that's maybe a little new and different, something that you're stepping outside of your comfort zone, and there'll be just that pang of, oh my, here we are again in self-love. I'm finding myself floundering a little bit in that. And it's almost like as we're starting, I actually find this one pretty helpful because I find that I don't even realize it's a slippery slope, right? And I don't even realize I'm going down those stories that I tell myself, or those loops in my mindset that come in and tell me I'm not lovable, or I'm not worthy, or I don't have confidence, or I am some sort of an imposter. I find these spiritual 2x4s will come in and kind of clip me faster than maybe in some of the other ways, or maybe I catch these faster because it was one of my biggest things for such a long time. I find this one, when I have that aha moment, like, oh, I've been telling myself some stories, and like the way I've been talking to myself in my head has not been kind, that can lead me down a slippery slope of coming into a lack of confidence or lack of self-love, or feeling like I don't deserve to be loved in that space. So this one it feels a little different than the others for me. I'd be curious to hear how you all feel about this one, or how it comes in for you. But definitely one of those, if you haven't been feeling the self-love vibe, the spiritual 2x4 can come in and assist you with that. And that's the thing about spiritual 2x4s. I really do find them to be helpful and assisting. And I also find myself hearing those signs before they come. And my goal is always to change my course of actions and to really be intentional and clear about how I'm showing up so that I can avoid the spiritual 2x4. Spiritual support and spiritual 2x4, while they are both supportive and helpful on the journey, I would choose spiritual support and guidance over a spiritual 2x4 any day.